Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh,
a
my
three-run homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays host conference foe, the Culver Cavaliers. This is Indiana High School baseball. With us this afternoon, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, Kevin Hannon. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Blue Jay Baseball Field in North Judson, Indiana, 46366. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. Well, as we get ready for our 12th baseball broadcast of the our 12th spring sports broadcast, I should say, of the 2025 spring sports season. We have seen both of these teams in action, as well as talked to both managers on the Saturday Sports Line, of course. Always great to catch up with head coach Alvin Harper of the Jays and head coach Shane Lowry of the the Culver Cavaliers. Man, Shane is always a great interview. You guys are going to want to stick around for the Coach, I'm having trouble today. The coach's pregame interview here coming up in a little bit in the Coca-Cola pregame show. But when we look at the home team in today's contest, North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays skipper Alvin Harper is in his inaugural season as the Blue Jays head coach. The Jays started their year against a very strong Couts club, losing 17-1. They then lost on the road to Rensselaer Central 11-0. They won their first game of the season against Marquette Catholic, then beat Triton 14-13 in Game 1, then fell to them in Game 2, unfortunately 10-8. The Jays took on Cass in a doubleheader and dropped both 16-6 in Game 1 and 2-0 in Game 2. They then took on their cross-county rival, the Knox Redskins, and fell 11-1 in Game 1. Then the next night, we saw them fall again to Knox 14-9. They beat Argus in back-to-back nights, 17-1 in Game 1 and 18-8 in Game 2. The Jays also beat Elkhart Christian Academy in a doubleheader matchup, 16-6 in Game 1 and 14-4 in Game 2. We saw them then take on another one of their rivals in the Winnemac Warriors on the road and fall 7-3. Then the following night they fell again to Winnemac 8-7. On May 3rd, the Jays beat Pioneer on the road 12-1. Then again the following night at home 11-9. They beat North White 17-5. Then Whiting 15-4 before falling to North Miami twice, 9-8 in Game 1 and 11-2 in Game 2. The Jays took on the Cavs here in Game 1 this afternoon and ended up winning 11-8 was the final as the Jays come into this rivalry contest. Well, HNAC conference foe contest at 13-11 on the year and 8-7 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Asen Harper leads this team with a .548 batting average. Right behind him is Brock Benson hitting right at a .500. And then rounding out the top three is Caleb Ginder averaging a .483 at the plate. As a whole, the Jays have a .355 batting average with an on-base percentage of .469. They have 205 hits coming into Game 1 today. Obviously, that's more now since that time, but they came into this morning's matchup with 198 runs and 159 RBIs on the year. Looking at the pitching for the Jays, they have used 7 different arms through the 18.2 innings pitched before Game 1, obviously, today. They have an ERA rating of 6.43. They have allowed 140 hits, 176 runs, and have struck out their opponents 147 times. Of course, that changed just a few moments ago. With us this afternoon, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, we are honored to have former area baseball manager Kevin Hannon as our sports analyst. Welcome back, Coach.
No, thanks, Mitch. Glad to be here today.
Thoughts on the Jays since we last saw them?
Well, I checked them out on Max Preps this week, and they've kind of got things straightened out. Back when we saw them early in the season, after losing that game to rival Knox, they've really started. They're scoring a lot of runs. Obviously, when you say their stats, and they're averaging almost 10 runs a game. Got 3 hitters up around 500. That's unheard of in high school baseball, scoring that many runs. So they've kind of got things rolling, and they just need to keep things rolling here in the last week coming up of the season.
That was a tough game there. If you're Jays Nation, you're thinking, man, we got this game over in 5, and they just weren't able to do that. And the Cavs had a little bit of a run there at the end of the game. Talk about what you saw from the Jays there.
Well, we saw 9-1 bases loaded, nobody out, and that winning run standing out there at second base. And next thing you know, you get a fly ball to center. Runners not sure how many outs there are, I believe, and get doubled off at second, and the next pitch was another fly out. So in their head right then, they've won this game.
They're already thinking that.
They're already thinking that. It's 9-1. We have the bases loaded. It's 5th inning. We'll be done here in a couple minutes. And bang, bang, after the next 2 batters, Culver puts on some more runs, and North Judson really they changed pitcher. They used 3 or 4 different pitchers to get through the last inning.
Literally.
And, Culver had guys on base. The game was right there for him. So Judson hung on, and I think that'll be a big key coming into this second game. Do we see the Culver team that fought back in the 6th, 7th innings, or do we see the Judson team that wants to prove that
that was a fluke?
Yeah, that was a fluke.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens if the Cavs are able to continue that success. Of course, both teams will have their ace on the mound. The Jays will have Caleb Ginder. We haven't seen him since last spring. We haven't been able to catch a game with him pitching this year. We know he can get things cranking. And then on the other side of things is Jonas McEwen. We'll talk about here in a moment. He is doing so well for the Cavs as their ace on the mound today. In this one, we go ahead and turn the page and look at the Culver Cavs. Manager Shane Lowry took over as the man in charge last year. They started their 2025 campaign on the road against conference opponent Pioneer and lost 15-0. They hosted Pioneer the next night and fell 19-6. They then traveled to La Crosse, Indiana, and fell 11-0 to the Tri-Township Tigers. They fell to Winnemac. The Cavs did in the first of 2 games, 11-1. Then the next night we saw them host Winnemac, falling 12-1. Since that time, the Cavs have gone 4-9 through the last 13 games. The wins came against Elkhart Christian Academy 10-1, Argus and South Bend Career Academy both 11-1 was the final in both of those games, and Oregon Davis 12-0. As the Cavs come into this matchup at 4-14 on the year and 2-12 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Jonas McEwen leads the team with a .523 batting average up to this point. Right behind him is Hunter Albert, who found his way into the second best hitting percentage on the team at .500, and then rounding out the top 3 is Caleb McEwen. He's averaging a .241 at the plate. As a whole, this Cavs team has a .237 average coming into this morning's Game 1 matchup and an OBP of .355. They had 94 hits coming into this morning, 82 runs and 54 RBIs on the season. And then looking at the pitching for the Cavs, they have used 6 different arms through the 96.2 innings pitched coming into this morning's Game 1 matchup. They have an ERA rating of 7.02, or did. They have allowed 127 hits, 162 runs, and struck out their opponents 156 times. Jonas McEwen leads the team on the mound with an ERA of 4.85. A junior already, McEwen is a big leader on this Cavs team. He leads the state in 1A with 69 strikeouts coming into this afternoon. Your thoughts on the Culver Cavaliers?
Well, Coach Lowry building something. I saw him my last year coaching at Knox. He had a group of freshmen that he was really high on. That was the McCune brothers and some of these other guys that are still on the roster now. And if he gets some sophomores and freshmen, gets the incoming 8th graders, he's got something to work with. He's got some talent. They've competed in the new conference. I mean, 4-9 in the last 13 games or whatever.
Right.
Whatever that was. That compared to years past, they're showing some things. They got right back into this game against a hot Blue Jays team, and they're doing some good things.
Well, we are expecting a great afternoon of Saturday baseball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. Only one injury to report today. It is Blue Jay baseball player Brody Bridegroom. He's been out since the fall. He tore that ACL, we remember, in football season. Our thoughts are still with him on a speedy recovery. I've been told he will be back this fall for football. So he's a baseball guy, but he loves all sports, and he does a good job here at North Judson. Stay tuned. We will hear from Shane Lowry of the Cavs and Alvin Harper of the Jays after the break. That's in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
Talking with head coach of the Culver Cavaliers, it is Shane Lowry. Coach, man, I'll tell you what, the Jays tried to get things done early in 5, but the resilience of your boys and fighting all the way back to finish it off 11-8, I think you got to be proud with the way you finished things off there the last few innings.
Yeah, the past couple of games we've had a little fight, a little bit more than the first half of the season, and that's been something that, week by week, that I can just see that growing. We're a little bit more confident, especially at the plate, and everybody's taking a good approach, putting the ball in play, and good things can happen. And in that game there, it almost lined up perfectly. We had top of the order turning over. It's just, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But, yeah, we're playing a lot better in the latter innings of the games.
And like we've talked before, doubleheaders, you never know what can happen in Game 2. Both aces will be on the mound here for the Jays and you, having Jonas McEwen on the mound. Talk about the confidence you gained from this first matchup. You've shown that you can get on base against these guys and put yourselves in position. What do you need to have happen here in Game 2 to amp that up?
Well, that's just it. In a game like today, if it were at home, we'd have taken batting practice, and I think the first couple innings would have been a little bit better with our approaches hitting. When we get people on and we put pressure on them, Jonas on the mound, that's when good things happen for us, and it's been that way all season. I don't expect it to be any different for the second game here. I think right now, I would say Jonas has some confidence as well, seeing the runs scored, and he's been our number one. He's been the one we can hang our hat on. We need to get him a win, especially a big conference win. We've been in 2 or 3 conference games where it's down to the last at bat, and that's all you can ask for, for our team with a young team in certain spots and situations where we're covering this and moving people around. It's a big chess game, and these are fun games to be in. The dugout had good energy, and we're getting their best shot, conference team. So it's one of those we're looking forward to it. So I'm expecting good things.
Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Man, coach had a chance to shut things down there in the 5th early and gave the Cavs a little life there and had to go through some pitches there. Talk about the ending part of the game and what you're talking about with the Jays, and hopes you can kind of get things rolling in the second game.
Well, we just got to keep focused. We lose a little bit of focus, get a big lead, a few mistakes made, just part of baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got Caleb Ginder on the mound. You'll also see Jonas McEwen. So a couple aces here for both teams. Could be a different game. We've talked about it before, doubleheaders. You can't really gauge off what happened in game 1 to game 2. What's the focus like right now? What are you going to tell the guys before you start game 2 here?
Well, the pitching's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot faster. We're going to have to speed our bats up, and he's a great pitcher. So we're going to have to be focused at the plate and focused in the field and make plays behind Ginder.
Yeah, you were able to get out to a really good start there at the start of the first game. Talk about getting off to a fast start in this one and how you can replicate that.
Well, we just got to get on base, be patient at the plate, wait for strikes, swing at strikes, put the ball in play.
Hey, Blue Jay Nation's here loud for you. What's the message to Blue Jay Nation today?
We're going to try to get 2.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From North Judson, Indiana, welcome to game number 12 of our 2025 spring sports broadcast season to see the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays take on the Culver Cavaliers. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. We are proud to let you know we are proud to let you know the scoreboard operator today at Blue Jay Baseball Field is Lauren Thompson. Our umpires for this afternoon in Game 2 are Don Heichel and Brian Thomas. With us this afternoon, we are honored to have sports analyst Kevin Hannon on the call. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School baseball from North Judson, Indiana. Today's first pitch was brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winnemac. And we're already at the second batter in the order, Coach.
We've got pitch number 10 coming in right here as Jonas McEwen's got it started on a good way for the Cavaliers by striking out Trey McGowan, and 2-2 count here on the second hitter, Caleb Ginder.
So McGowan, the leadoff man, retired, and now we see Caleb Ginder with a 2-2. McEwen to deal. This is outside. We're so glad you've joined us. Beautiful afternoon. Windy, though, here in North Judson.
Yeah,
Coach.
Really breezy, blowing from right field pole to the left field pole.
The payoff is a foul down the left field line. So stepping back in is Ginder. We will see him on the mound here in the bottom half of the inning. McEwen deals. And it misses up top. Ginder stayed patient, and he will take his base.
Yeah, close pitch. You know, started to offer. The thought was there. I needed to swing, and he was able to hold up. Leadoff walk, and now we've got a courtesy runner, number 11, running for the pitcher, Ginder.
Oren Ball will be the courtesy runner, and now we see the number 3 hitter, Asen Harper, will be at short here in the bottom half of this inning. He comes in today a .548 average, doing very well in his 85 plate appearances coming into this morning's matchup. Wild pitch gets past the catcher of the Cavs, and that advances Oren Ball, the courtesy runner, to 2.
Yeah, so far McEwen just missing up on the fastball, a little too much adrenaline, a little too excited early. He needs to just calm down and work that pitch down in the zone.
Next pitch is up top for ball 2 to Harper. Harper, an on-base percentage of .612. OPS of 1.379 as he takes the next pitch, a called strike. McEwen checks ball at 2 and delivers the 2-1, misses low. Jays did this they did. They jumped out on the Cavs to start game 1, and here they are already in the top of the first of game 2 with a runner in scoring position, and he will swing and miss for strike 2.
Yeah, just another pitch up in this, or pitch on the inner half of the strike zone. Harper just couldn't check his swing.
Full count, misses inside. He will walk Asen Harper. So now 2-on-1 in scoring position with 1 out. We'll see the big man, Brock Benson. Always seems to show up at the right time. .667 average on the season. And an on-base percentage of .667. Up top, ball 1.
So he's not walking, is what you're telling me.
He's not walking.
He's swinging.
He's swinging.
Yeah.
Well, and the way he holds the bat is so aggressive. Just an aggressive swing. And he cuts there and misses for strike 1, evening it up at 1-1 here.
Tell you what, I never played football in my life, but I wouldn't want to be lined up on the opposite side of the ball from him.
Yeah, that was the story all fall, the last several years here at North Judson.
Poor kids.
Well,
I think I'd be laying down before he got to me.
A lot of people did, or got laid flat on by him.
Yeah, one way or the other, they were going to be horizontal on the turf.
2-2 misses, a little chin music for Brock Benson. It just keeps getting, he follows Cheyenne Allen, who broke the all-time rushing record, and then he follows Cheyenne Allen and breaks that record himself. So, I mean, you've been playing the Blue Jays in football the last few years. It hasn't been very fun.
No, they've
for them it has been.
Coach Lambert's got things rolling and just seems to be able to replace guys year after year after year, and that's hard to do at a 1A school.
Ooh.
So he's done a great job. Great curveball right there to get Benson looking.
I think he thought it was going to drop out of the zone. So that is out number 2 with 2-on-1 in scoring position. 2 outs here in the top of the first, scoreless. We will now see Owen Tim, the number 5 hitter, step into the box. Third base here in the bottom of the first. Takes the first pitch up top, ball 1.
This turned into a big at bat here early to see if Culver can get out of this and get right back in there on offense.
Swings on the 1-0, and it will go foul right in front of the first baseman. So Tim trots back to the box. He comes in today at .357 average. Has a .506 on-base percentage. The right-handed hitter to face the right-handed pitcher, Jonas McEwen, who we talked about on the Coca-Cola pregame show, leads the state in 1A for strikeouts. He came into this morning with 69 strikeouts, and he's already got 2 already here today.
Yeah. And it needs one right here in a big spot.
And he gets it. Drops out of the catcher's mitt. He'll throw down to first and get the third out. That is how the top of the first goes.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on.
And we'll take a break and come back. Bottom of the first action, the Cavs up to bat next after this.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build your home today. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. We go to the bottom of the first. Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon. We're so glad you've joined us on WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, whatever kind of device you have, we're on it. As Caleb Ginder will be on the mound for the Jays, and something interesting you had kind of said in the break, while McEwen gets out of the inning, he had to give up 30 pitches to do so.
Yeah, he had to work there in the first inning, so we'll see here as we get later in the game if that takes something out of him.
First time we're seeing Ginder this year. We saw him last year, and we know what he can provide. He comes in this year, though, probably not happy with what I know he's capable of, a 5.49 ERA. And through the 29.1 innings pitched, he's allowed 31 hits, 47 runs. He's walked 24 batters and has 43 strikeouts on the season. First up to bat is Caleb McEwen. He takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Still throwing hard.
That's what we can tell early on, the first two pitches.
And another thing that seems different since the last time we saw him is his arm angle. It looks like he's dropped down. He's almost sidearm here.
Yeah, it is now that you see it. He slings it in there. Drop pitch on the third, swing and a miss. But the catcher, Trey McGowan, tags McEwen for out number 1. So quick work there.
So, yeah, just three fastballs and have a seat.
So now we will see Cam Whitworth, who started on the mound for the Cavs in Game 1. First pitch offered to him as a called strike. He comes in today a .231 average. Next pitch, misses. A .362 on-base percentage for Whitworth. The right-handed hitter will step back in. Next pitch, misses, low and away. You just kind of saw the confidence build with the Cavs there at the end of Game 2. As here's a pop-up back to right field. And it will be gloved by right fielder Doug Reed for the North Judson-San Blue Jays. We kind of talked about it. Can you use that motivation from the way you ended Game 1 and bring it to Game 2, even though you're facing a different pitcher?
Oh, yeah. You come into that game thinking that way, that you have the momentum, and you do, until you get up here in the first inning, and now Ginder's throwing smoke right at you. And, so we'll see. There's still a lot of game left to be played, but he's number 99 is definitely on his game right now.
Yeah, this is Jonas McEwen, a little pitcher-pitcher duel here. Swings on the 0-2. It fouls down the right field line. And Coach is not joking. Ginder is slinging him in there. So McEwen will step back in. He has a .37, a .614 on-base percentage, but not there. He swings and misses for strike 3 and out number 3, as that is 3 up and 3 down for the Jays. We're going to take a break and come back. Top of the second on the way. Scoreless here from North Judson.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe at 574-249-5537. Hey, L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Scoreless here in North Judson as the Blue Jays host conference opponent, the Culver Cavaliers. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. Great day. The wind has died down, blowing from right to left field. It was getting windy there at the end of the first game there, Coach.
Yeah, it was. This whatever this front that came through yesterday has really changed the weather in a positive way for sure. Been a little balmy.
So far, this has been a pitcher's duel through the first inning. Of course, both teams have their ace on the mound, Jonas McEwen. And then behind home plate, we didn't really talk about this, is Cale Bushman, a freshman, Coach.
Yeah, he I believe he caught in the game we had against them earlier against Winnemac and did a nice job, and worked with the same pitcher, and they're on the same wavelength so far.
We will see the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the North Judson-San pair Blue Jays. First up is Christian Ingram, the second baseman. Ingram comes in today at .224 average as he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Or did he swing?
Swing and miss on a pitch that, again, was up above the zone.
The 0-1, McEwen right to work, swings and misses, 0-2.
Tell you what, if McEwen can get swings up there, those are shoulder, chin-high fastballs, and there's not going to be a lot of offense today if they continue swinging at those.
Holy cow. A breaking ball pitch. Coach, how do you describe that one?
That was nasty. Curveball buckled his knees right at that front knee and bends over the inner half of the plate. So went with two fastballs at the chin, both of them, and then drops that in there, and that's a great strategy from McEwen.
He offers the first pitch to Aiden Christensen, the right-handed hitter. He fouls one off and hits the fence. 0-1, and McEwen right to work. Swing and a miss, 0-2. I think he's showing us why he's leading the state in 1A with strikeouts right now.
So far he is.
Christensen steps back in, takes a ball up top and away. He comes in today a .311 average. Has a .404 on-base percentage. Swings and misses the 1-2. Another strikeout to add to the day for Jonas McEwen. Designated hitter Brennan Trent comes to play now, to the plate. First time we'll see him today. He has an on-base percentage of .319. Batting average of .220. First pitch misses for ball one. McEwen deals the 1-0, foul tip, evens up.
And the thing I like about both these kids so far in just an inning and an inning plus for McEwen, they get the ball, they get on the rubber, and they throw it. They're not walking around. They're not taking their time. They're right back there, and they're throwing the next pitch.
Next pitch misses, ball two. We mentioned that Jonas McEwen leads the state in 1A for strikeouts through the 37.1 innings pitched as he deals the 2-1 inside, ball three. But through the 37.1 innings pitched, this junior has allowed 25 hits this season, 31 runs. He's walked 31 batters, and he has, like I said, 69 strikeouts coming into today. As here's a grounder to first, Jonas McEwen to help.
Nice.
And they'll get the third out.
Nice little ground ball. First baseman came in, got it. Pitcher did his job, got over there and covered, so nice play.
Much tighter affair here in game two. We're still scoreless. We're going to take a break and come back. Bottom of the second on the way.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They sure do believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Call Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake in your time of need. Quick announcement for those listening here at the ballpark. Hot dogs are here and available. So if you're in the area, North Judson, stop on by. $3 a hot dog. All the amenities that you could add to a hot dog. Coach, you like hot dogs?
I love it. Come on in if you're traveling on Route 10 today.
So shout out to the concession stand. Working hard today. And now to start the bottom of the second, we will see Hunter Albert, who has really turned things on the last few weeks. He wasn't even mentioned in the top 5 or top 3, I should say, for batting average, and now he's worked his way up to that number 2 slot at a 500 batting average coming into today. He takes the first pitch for a strike, and Ginder is right to work. Chopper up the middle.
Oh, there's our first hit of the day.
Nice little base knock there. So getting on base is Hunter Albert to start the bottom of the second here.
Just a nice little ground ball placed well right up the middle, and got our first base runner.
Kyler Weegar for his first appearance today. The second baseman will step in. He comes in today a 200 average, a 294 on-base percentage. The first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one, and we have a special guest up here in the press box. It's Chris McGowan. What's up, man? You look fly.
Not much. Came to watch a little baseball.
Did you hear the announcement we just made about the hot dogs?
Oh, I did not.
Another base hit here. Kyler Weegar is going to advance. Oh, they're going to call him out.
Yeah, force play there at second.
Takes away a base hit from his teammate.
So Hunter Albert kind of hesitated getting to 2. So Weegar gets to 1, but they will tag Albert. So the advancing or the go-ahead run is tagged out in scoring position. So good job there by the defense for the Jays. And now they'll check on Weegar at 1.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's a solid base hit that now turns into a fielder's choice.
Absolutely. That's one that number 16 is not real pleased about. Well, on a day like today, the wind's blowing across the field. The right fielder, if you were here looking, the right fielder is probably 35 feet behind the second baseman. So anything that way, that runner on first, same play again.
There it is. Right where you were just talking about. So they find the space that Coach was just mentioning.
Nice little duck snort right there for a base hit.
So that advances Weegar to 2. 2 on, 1 in scoring position. This brings up Nick Skelton, the right fielder. First time we're seeing him today. Ooh. He will swing, and it'll hit his finger at the same time, smashing it. That's smart. That's got to hurt. Oh, man.
I don't mean to laugh because the kid's obviously in pain, but that you cannot do anything with that pitch if you swing at it. That's riding in on his hands, and
yeah, that's the only thing that's going to happen when you swing at that.
Yeah, and if it hit him in the hands, but it's not a hit by pitch as he swung at the ball.
So that'll make it an 0-1 count. Manager Lowry is checking on Skelton, who is really, ooh, man.
Oh, that hurts.
And we talked about it. Ginder is throwing him in there. I mean, he's not just tossing him. I mean, he's firing him in there, and that's got to hurt. He is really going through it right now. He comes in today only having 2 hits on the season, that this freshman has really been going through the gauntlet this year, and that's what head coach Shane Lowry has kind of talked with us, is there's a lot of younger guys on this Cavs team that they're just trying to build the program up and use these younger guys now so that by the time they're juniors and seniors, they've already got that experience.
Yeah, this injury doesn't look good, and I apologize for laughing earlier. I wasn't obviously not laughing at the kid getting hurt.
No. It just happened so fast.
Looks like he doesn't have a whole lot of movement in that right hand.
So he is going to have to be subbed out here. It looks like they're going to bring in number 12. This is going to be Owen Tanner, the sophomore. So we sure hope that Skelton is okay. Man, it got him right there on the finger. Man, that's got to hurt. His right hand, too. He's right-handed. It's an excuse to not have to fill out the finals test, maybe next week. Would you take that excuse?
I'm sure.
Well, all my finals are Scantron, so I'm sure he can fill in a bubble with his left hand.
Or I'm sure he could type on a keypad too, or use an iPad or whatever we're using nowadays.
My hand, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Ginder really pitch from up here, so he's got a nice. That ball tails back in naturally with his throwing motion.
Well, and he kind of mentioned, I don't know how he remembers this, but baseball coaches have minds I can't. But he remembered his throwing motion from last year and how he's tweaked it this year.
Yeah,
it's a little more.
He's never been down with his this far sidearm, I don't believe. At least in the games we've faced him, he never was.
Yeah, but dropping sidearm like that and actually puts that spin on it that's going to tail into the right-handed hitters.
Yeah, it definitely gives him a lot more movement.
And that one there, we almost had a repeat performance on that one there. That pitch.
If they're going to swing at that pitch inside, riding in on their hands, we're going to have a lot of hand wringing here going on.
Ginder is able to retire the substitution, Owen Tanner, for out number 2. This is now Cale Bushman for his first appearance. He's looking at a 1-2. Ginder takes the sign and deals. Foul down the left field line. It's nice to have the crew back together. You remember the last game we did was that regional championship game in LaPorte.
That's right.
It's been a year almost already.
Nice wet day.
That was
I think it's still raining from that day.
And they canceled game 2.
Right.
Or postponed it. Guess the field was messed up after what the Tigers did that day with the Cherokee. But now it's 2-2 to Cale Bushman here in North Judson, and Ginder will deal low. Good eye there from Cale. It's now full count. Ginder. Foul tip.
Come on, base runners. 3-2, 2 outs. Merry-go-round should be in motion here.
Yeah, got to be running.
Next pitch. Ooh, he will bean Cale Bushman.
Actually hit the bat.
Hit the knob.
Kidding. Oh, man. He could have wore that one.
If he's wearing that one, it's in the ear hole.
Yeah, no kidding. It was right at his head.
Lucky it hit the knob then.
So Bushman now will step back in, and the 3-2 is delivered, finds the zone. Bushman goes down looking, and that's how Ginder gets out of the inning.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base for the Cavaliers.
Still scoreless here in Judson. We're going to take a break and come back. Top of the third, action on the way.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you, your family, and community. We appreciate their support of all local high school sports. Carrie Block and all of the local agents at First Choice Insurance of North Judson and Knox are proud supporters of high school sports. They're here for all your insurance needs. Call 574-896-3482 for North Judson or 574-772-5370 for Knox. Top of the third, scoreless, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. We've got special guest sports analyst Chris McGowan on the call as well, joining us for some nice baseball action here in North Judson. It's a beautiful day, just a little windy, not too bad. But here we are, Jonas McEwen on the mound for the Cavs, still doing a great job, Coach.
Yeah, he's both pitchers are doing a great job through in here as we start the third. And, I'll watch a game like this any day of the week, as many times a day as I can. And I'll get rid of those 14-13 games anytime. You give me a 0-0, 1-0, 2-1 game, and that's baseball.
Yeah, you definitely kind of feel the competitiveness. They're going at each other right now. They're not just laying over and letting one team take over. So I like the competition right now between these two teams, especially the way the game one ended. It kind of set us up for a really good game two here.
And high school baseball is very good. It's always going to be very good, but there's nothing like it when it's your the number one pitcher from each side and you're going at it. So that's usually the recipe for a good baseball game.
In the box for the Jays is number 27, the number 9 hitter, Doug Reed, right fielder. He swings and misses foul tips the 0-1. It's now 0-2, and Jonas McEwen is going at him. Tried to breaking ball. It got away from him there. 1-2 here.
Hey, we're going to get you. Sorry, it's windy, so.
Swings on the 1-2, popped up high in foul territory. And it'll drop. And we had kind of mentioned on the air, you probably missed this, Chris, but Jonas leads the state in 1A for strikeouts.
That's pretty impressive. Wow.
Comes in today with 69 strikeouts, and he already has how many today?
He has 5 so far today.
Well, I was going to say, I thought that this was the ace for both staffs. So, yeah, you're going to see a good defensive battle here just because of who's on the mound for both teams.
1-2, fouled off out of play. When talking with head coach Alvin Harper, he assumed yesterday that they were going to throw Jonas for game 1. But maybe they saved him for the WKVI game. He wanted to
get him on the radio.
The media's going to be here. We'll start him for game 2 instead. I mean, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Reed here on that first pitch actually lay one down, the third baseman well behind the bag.
2-2.
Ball's hit well.
Back to the field. All the way. Home run for Doug Reed, the right fielder. Oh, man. Ho, ho, ho. He got all of it. And the whole dugout for the Jays is coming to congratulate him at home plate. Doug Reed, good for him.
Yeah, you could tell off the bat. He got all of it. And, the wind helped it some, but it would have been it was well struck whether or not the wind was blowing or not.
Yeah, he comes in today at .261 average. That is his first home run of the season. Congratulations to Doug Reed. And one thing that does, guys, is it takes us to the top of the batting order to see Trey McGowan here. Second time today, the 0-1 from McEwen, swing and a miss. And he went down striking out in his first appearance.
Yeah, he struck
a little tardy on that swing.
You can say that. You're his uncle. 0-2. Oh, man, breaking ball. Almost found the zone, but misses. 1-2 now.
Nice tight spin on that.
Yeah.
You see that?
Curveball. He's got a good one.
1-2. Ooh.
Love it.
Love it. It is a knockdown, drag-out fight right now as McGowan will get hit by pitch.
Oh, I didn't think it hit him. Gosh, I sound like I'm vicious up here in the booth today. I thought it was just a well-placed inside fastball there, but it did hit him. Sorry about that.
Just trying to move his eyesight.
Yeah.
High and tight.
1-2. It's usually a good strategy to bust him inside with the fastball.
Yeah, high and tight and then go low and away for strike 3.
Yep.
And then they check on McGowan at 1.
Probably having a hard time breathing right now. Getting hit in the chest.
I love it. Well, we know Trey. He's a tough kid. He'll be all right.
He's got no other choice.
He slides in again. They check on him at 1. He's the leadoff man. They do not want to let him get into scoring position.
Well, he will be running here.
First pitch to Ginder. Finds the zone up top. Ginder didn't like that call.
No, Ginder walked back in the first inning.
0-1, McEwen checks McGowan at 1. He'll deal to Ginder. There goes McGowan to take 2. Bushman throws down. Safe. Great throwdown by Bushman. It just was a hair late. And I think that speaks volumes to how quick McGowan was to take 2. 0-2, misses low. 1-2 now. So here's an interesting situation. The Jays are up 1-0 off a home run from their number 9 hitter, Doug Reed, and now they have their leadoff man in scoring position with Caleb Ginder at the plate. Takes the next pitch, ball 2.
Did a good job laying off that. He wanted to chase that.
That was a good curveball there that started on the outside part of the plate and broke out.
And he will swing and miss, trying to catch that one, and he couldn't, and he'll go down striking out for out number 1. This brings up Asen Harper for his second time today.
Walked back in the first inning.
5.48 average coming into this afternoon. .612 on base percentage. Up top 2-0.
Huge gap in right center.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, the right fielder's definitely, he's playing right on the line, about as close as you can over there.
Now, are there numbered, as the head coach, when you want them to shift in the infield or the outfield, how are you describing that to get them to do it quickly?
Well, you yell at him, you yell his name, you yell his number, and say, move to your right.
It's that simple. Okay.
Yeah. For me, it is, yes.
I didn't know if you had 4, 2, 1 or something.
Well, some guys may do it that way, but no sense in confusing the kids any more than they
already are.
Full
count here for Asen Harper, making Jonas McEwen fight here.
But again, it's also got to be communication. I mean, the center fielder's got to let his right fielder know, hey, I'm shading to left.
There goes McGowan to take 3, and Bushman will choke on it, let it happen. And Harper will go down, striking out. So they get out number 2, but another run is 90 feet away, and here comes the big man, Brock Benson.
Yeah, Benson struck out back in the 4th inning, and this is going to be a big at-bat here early in the game.
McEwen deals the first pitch, finds the zone. I was watching a video the other day on social media. It was a guy describing how much he hates the balk call. He said, how can you tell what a real balk is? It's all interpretation, he was saying. His whole argument was, he said you could ask an umpire what a balk is, and everyone's description is different.
Yeah.
And Brock will go down looking for a strikeout, and out number 3, and a runner left stranded on 3rd.
1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. And we'll talk about that balk here as we start the next inning.
Bottom of the 3rd on the way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Welcome at Real Estate, our proud sponsors of local high school sports. They take care of agriculture, residential, and 1031 exchanges. Call them at 574-896-5138. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. Top of the third, bottom of the third, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon and Chris McGowan. The Jays were able to get one on, a home run, first of the year for Doug Reed, the right fielder, and man, he was juiced up off of that one, and the entire Blue Jay dugout came to congratulate him. Is that the kind of start that the Jays need to get this game moving in their direction, do you think, Coach?
Well, I think it's a great start. Anytime you get a hit, you get the 9-hole hitter to do something in the game, then that usually gets things rolling for you.
I love the fact that I was talking about him laying down a bunt on the first pitch, and then he goes yard.
Yeah. He heard you. He's like,
so you think you know baseball.
You
exactly.
Yeah,
just when you think.
You want this bunt, Coach?
Getting back to your balk,
yeah.
Balk is just you're trying to deceive the runner in the eyes of the umpire. So it can be many different things, whether it's flinching, not stopping completely when you're in the stretch position as a pitcher. Lots of different ways, and what's a balk for some is not a balk for all when it comes to umpires. It's that judgment.
It could be a little frustrating, I'm sure, at times.
But usually most umpires, though, will tell the pitcher, hey, and give them a heads up that if you keep doing that, I'm going to call it.
Yeah,
so
the good ones will.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Most umpires will give a warning.
Like, hey, you're doing this, I don't like it, you need to do this instead. So now in the box, the left-handed hitter for the Culver Cavaliers is the number 9 hitter. First time we're seeing Adam Peterson today, the left fielder. Takes the first 2 pitches from Ginder, both ball. Next one finds the zone for a 2-1. Peterson, a 229 average coming into today. A 386 OBP, and he takes the next one. Strike. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Peterson goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. While the Jays are home, because this is a doubleheader, game 2 they flip it, and the away team gets to be technically the home team on the books.
Yeah, don't even get me started about that. It's a brilliant conference rule that they have in that conference that it's not fair if one team gets to be home twice in a row. So rather than, they'll play Culver in a doubleheader next year, or they did last year. So 2 teams will be home one year, 2 teams will be away next year. I don't know.
Well, we were in this game last year here in North Judson.
They just want to confuse everybody by flipping the scoreboard around.
1-1 to Caleb McEwen, the leadoff man for the Cavs, his second appearance today. Pops one up, back to left center. Over the head of the left fielder, and digging for 2 is Caleb McEwen, so he'll stand in with a double.
Kind of curious, Coach, like with McEwen on the mound for Culver, with North Judson maybe changing their approach because he's doing such a good job of first pitch strike, and it seems like it's mostly fastballs, about North Judson being more aggressive at the plate. As a coach, do you say, hey, let's be more aggressive here? If that pitch is coming in here, take a swing.
Yeah, absolutely. You try to, anyway, the best you can. You don't have a lot of time in the second game of a doubleheader to talk to them about what the pitcher's going to do. They don't have a lot of time to process that. But, yeah, anything on the fly, if you catch something that you think can be an advantage, try to get it changed for sure.
Yeah, because, and Ginder, too. I mean, he's doing a good job first pitch strike a lot of times, too, getting ahead of the hitter.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, right now it looks to me like Ginder is I don't say this as a slam on him, but he's a pitching machine. He's bringing it from that sidearm fastball, and he's throwing it around the plate. You just need to gear up and get ready to swing the bat. He hasn't been wild.
Kim Whitworth followed Caleb McEwen, and he goes down striking out. This now brings Jonas McEwen with the tying run in scoring position here. A big at bat here with 2 outs. Ginder. And the home plate umpire will call time. Was that just him saying?
That was McEwen there. He asked for time.
Yeah.
Okay. Next pitch from Ginder. Oh, it's going to get past Trey McGowan, and advancing to 3 is Caleb McEwen. So now the tying run 90 feet away. The Cavs are fighting here. It's the battle of pinstripes today. The Jays in all...
It's half pinstripes for the Cavs. They only went pinstripes on the top half today.
The bottom half just plain black. 1-1. Gets past McGowan. Here comes the tying run. It's Caleb McEwen, and he will score 1-1 here in North Judson. Oh, man. Jonas didn't even have to do anything.
No, just a wild pitch right there.
Yeah, back-to-back. He tried to throw the 2 curveball sliders, whatever it is there, and he put them both in the dirt, and tough for McGowan to block and keep them there.
2-1. Swung on. Grounder. Chop to short. Harper slings it to first. Safe. Brock Benson thought he had him. So getting on first is Jonas McEwen here.
From up here, I thought he had him.
It's close.
Yeah. Kind of a tough play, the shortstop there. If he would have came in and got it 1 hop sooner, he kind of turned it into a bad hop and didn't field it cleanly.
Yeah, kind of hamstrung himself there with that short hop.
Yeah, made it a tougher hop than it needed to be. But he's a freshman. He will learn those things. A lot of things to learn when you're a young baseball player.
Wind picking up from right to left field here. As it's 1-1 tie ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd. And this is kind of what head coach Alvin Harper was talking to me about a few weeks ago. He said, Ginder can sometimes get in his own head a little bit, and it causes him to not have the precision that he's normally used to having.
Yeah, and there that 1 run, the 2 wild pitches, he had the fastball moving. We've talked about it, how he's just rearing back and throwing it by him. And then all of a sudden he throws strike 1 with the fastball and thinks that we need to throw a perfect slider.
Here's a dribbler in front of McGowan. He'll throw down to first. It gets past Brock Benson. The go-ahead run, Jonas McEwen will advance to 3. And no one's paying attention, so Jonas will go ahead and score! Jonas hesitated. The Jays hesitated. Oh.
We had time. Yeah, okay.
So the infield umpire is saying they already had called time. So they're going to put McEwen back on 3.
Yeah, evidently someone down there around first base, the field ump had time, but just didn't communicate it. The other half of the field over here where we are wasn't aware of that. So they've communicated, got it worked out. So 1st and 3rd situation.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the Cavs. You think the Jays getting that home run kind of start things? No, the Cavs respond. Right away, too. This brings up Kyler Weegar for his 2nd appearance today, the number 5 hitter. First pitch finds the zone. Did you see that one?
Yeah. Tell you what.
What do you call that?
just his motion, natural throwing motion, just the movement.
Grounded to Harper at short. He'll tag the bag for out number 3. That means the runners in the corners are left stranded, but 1 run crosses, Coach.
Yeah, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Blue Jay error.
We'll take a break and come back. We got a good one here, folks. A Hoosier North Athletic Conference battle, 1-1. The Jays and Cavs battling it out here in North Judson.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894. Ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Tonight's game is also sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air Dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Tie ball game as we go to the top of the fourth. The North Judson-San Blue Jays hosting the Culver Cavaliers. But here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Cavs are considered the home team, pitching in the top half, hitting in the bottom half. And, man, this is going to be a good ending here. I have a feeling the next few innings.
Yeah, basically two pitchers doing a great job. Both teams have scrapped out one run. Both did it different ways. Culver got back and tied the score on a couple base hits, an error by the Blue Jays, whereas the Blue Jays used long ball.
Always appreciate you coming by and talking with us, Chris. It means a lot. Had a good show this morning.
Yes, we did. That's always a good show when we're together.
Yeah, it was great to talk with Culver Track and Field new head coach Owen Valaquette. Looks like Culver Track has got their man for the future. Talk Blue Jay Track and Field with head coaches Kylie and Brett Lambert. They're excited about their sectional run here.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness there by the Judson hitter on that first pitch fastball.
Yeah, went right after it.
Yeah, this is number 4 for the Jays. Owen Tim, his second appearance today in the 1-1 from McEwen.
Struck out back in the first inning.
Finds the zone. It makes it 1-2 here. Tim, a .506 on-base percentage, so he can get there. And here's a chopper to short. Cam Whitworth gloves it, slings it to first.
Ooh.
And it is in time. It even took a bounce.
We didn't really come after that ball aggressively at short, but ended up fielding it and made a strong throw across. Nice pick by the first baseman, as it was a one-hop throw over there.
This brings up Christian Ingram for a second time today, the right-handed hitter. McEwen deals.
Struck out back in the second inning.
Low for ball 1. McEwen, he's thrown a lot of pitches so far up to this point. He threw 30 in the first inning.
Yeah, he's in the 70s right now here with one out in the fourth.
Well, gentlemen, you guys enjoy your broadcast. I'm going to head back out to my...
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you guys and head back
Great
out and visit with my mom.
Say hello from us.
Yeah, and give Trey a hard time. So you guys have a good one.
Thanks, Chris. We always appreciate Chris McGowan stopping by, saying hello. Here's a hit back to right center field. It will be a base hit, and digging for 2 is Christian Ingram. He'll slide in head first.
The ball just found the Schinberger there on the base ump. Neither middle infielder for the Cavaliers went for the throw was made. It was a good throw coming into second. Neither middle infielder took charge of it, and ball one hopped right off the shin of the base umpire, but he looks like he's okay.
He's a little beaten up too.
Gosh, I got to use Schinberger in the
I've actually never heard
in
that
the call today.
I've actually never heard that
Just
before.
One of those silly things that makes me laugh.
It's the perfect explanation, though. I think everyone gets it, what that means.
Oh, yeah. Walking around in your truck and you catch the hitch.
Oh, man, those are the worst.
Oh, yeah. That's the feeling he has right now out there standing at second base. Stretching it out a little bit.
He is stretching it out.
He's getting a little feeling back in the foot.
He's like, I got to look strong here. He'll check on the runner at 2. He slides in safe, Ingram does. So the go-ahead run for the Jays is in scoring position at 2 in the box is Aiden Christensen, the left fielder, for a second time today.
He struck out back in the second.
Swings and misses the 1-1. It's 1-2 now. So McEwen, other than that home run, he really has been holding the Jays at bay.
He has been. They've gotten some runners on, but he has worked his way out of it so far.
Next pitch low and away, evens up to 2. Checks Ingram. Then he delivers, and it's a swing and a miss by Aiden Christensen. He goes down for out number 2 and another strikeout to add to the resume for Jonas McEwen.
Yeah, that's 9 so far on the day.
78 strikeouts on the season. We'll see Brennan Trent, the designated hitter, for the second time today.
Grounded out to first, his last at bat in the second.
First pitch is a ball. Next one, it'll be a base hit up the center. And being told to go home is Christian Ingram. Throw all the way home. Not in time. Ingram is safe. The Jays take the lead. It's an RBI single for Brennan Trent.
Yeah, a nice hard line drive right up the middle and aggressive base running, good slide at home plate, and we got a 2-1 ball game.
So the Jays answer after that home run. The Cavs are able to put the tying run on, and then here in the top of the fourth, the Jays are able to take back the lead. It's a little back and forth affair here. You're right, this is a lot more fun to call these games. This one's a called strike.
Doug Reed, who
hit the home run.
Hit a home run back in the third inning.
He's feeling pretty confident here. He steps back in, the right-handed hitter. 1-1 count from McEwen. Good eye there from Reed. Up top, ball 2. Two-1. Finds the zone. Even 2-2. McEwen finds the zone, and going down looking is Doug Reed for out number 3.
Good curveball right there. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 runner left on, no Cavalier errors.
And this is the 4th inning stretch. We thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring today's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this afternoon. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. It's the 4th inning stretch here on KVB's WKVI. 2-1, the Jays lead the Cavs in this HNAC battle.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Culver Sportside Marina is part of this broadcast. They can make sure your boat is ready for the spring and summer. Get your watercraft taken care of by contacting Culver Sportside Marina at 574-842-5000. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. 2-1. The North Judson-San Blue Jays lead the Cavs, and to start things off, it's Drake Zorich with a base hit back to left field. Found the gap between third and short, and that's how you start the inning for Drake Zorich, getting on base. So good for him. 1 pitch, that's all it took. Ginder delivered, and so did Drake Zorich. This now brings up number 12 for the Culver Cavaliers. This is Owen Tanner, who was subbed in earlier for Nick Scouten, he got hit in the hand hard by a pitch that he unfortunately swung on in at the hands, and that caused one of his fingers, from what we are understanding, potentially got smashed or pinched there, and he has had to come out of the game. We hope he's okay on that hand, but this is Owen Tanner for his second appearance today. 0-1 the count. They check on Zorich at 1. He slides in safe, and Ginder will deal. Low and away, evens up at 1-1 here. We talked about it earlier, but Tanner has had 19 plate appearances the sophomore has coming into today. He's still searching for his first hit of the season. He wants some contact here. Has a .053 on-base percentage, so he really hasn't been tested too much this season. Just a sophomore on this team as he fouls one off to the right out of play. 2-2 the count here. Ginder steps back in. The 2-2. Foul tip. But quick work from Drake Zorich. One pitch. Gets on base hit to left field there. Just the perfect way to start this top half of the inning. And now here's Owen Tanner going down looking for strike number 3 at out number 1. He will be retired for the second time today.
He came in replacing Schouten, who we hope that Schauten's okay. Had a hand injury after getting hit by a pitch on a swing earlier in the game, and didn't look like a real good injury.
This brings up number 5, Cale Bushman, for his second time today.
Struck out back in the second.
Finds the zone. Ginder's got movement on his pitch as well. We talked about Jonas McEwing having movement. So does he.
Yeah, he's really, McEwen's throws more over the top and doesn't have as much movement on his fastball. Ginder, with that sidearm motion, really has a lot of run towards the right-handed hitters.
Swing and a miss on the 0-1. Bushman is now behind the count 0-2. They're keeping their eye on Drake Zorich, and they should. He is quite the athlete, a multi-sport athlete there at Culver. Called strike. Bushman goes down looking for out number 2.
And see, right there is kind of where Ginder got in trouble last inning with those sliders. There, he's just sticking with the fastball and just able to blow it right by these hitters.
This brings up Adam Peterson for his second time today, the number 9 hitter. The wind, as you can hear, is really picking up here from right to left field. There goes Zorich to take 2. They throw down. Sliding in safe is Drake Zorich. So they had their eye on him, and he waited until they stopped, and man, did he pounce on it.
So now we got the tying run in scoring position. Good count here on the 9-hole hitter with 2-0.
That is Zorich's 5th stolen base of the season. 2-1 count here for Adam Peterson as Ginder will deal. Inside, gets past Trey McGowan, advancing to 3 is Drake Zorich. He throws down, it's overthrown. Here comes the tying run. Zorich will score. It's 2-2 here in North Judson.
So he advanced to third on a wild pitch, and then he scored on the throwing error by the catcher there for the Blue Jays.
This is really turning into a very good game here between these two teams. Scrapping and clawing as the next pitch outside will walk Adam Peterson, so he will take his base.
Yeah, that's the first walk of the game for Ginder.
And now here comes Caleb McEwen back to the top of the batting order.
Doubled and scored back in the third, struck out in the first. So we got the back to the top of the lineup here for their third time around against Ginder.
Here comes Skipper Harper. He wants to have a word with the infield and a talk with the pitcher, Caleb Ginder.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to calm down Caleb Ginder right now. You know, as a pitcher, you know, you're working on a really good game here. You got a 2-1 lead, and, you know, you throw a wild pitch, get him to third. your teammate makes an error to allow that run to score, and then he comes back, and you could tell his head was thinking about that, ends up walking the 9-hole hitter, probably just to go out there, pump him up, saying, go right after this guy, and let's get out of this inning. Don't let his thoughts go to bad places.
Well, and he's creeping up there in pitches, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, he's started out great with 10 in the first inning, then to 16, then through 20 last inning, so they're getting up there. Middle of May, towards the end of 1 week to go in the season. Pitch count really doesn't become a big issue at this time of year. Guys' arms are better trained. They're ready to go, the 120.
He deals the 0-1 to Caleb McEwen up top, 1-1. Next pitch. Slicer up the middle. It'll be a base hit for Caleb McEwen, and he advances the go-ahead run. Adam Peterson to 2.
The ball was hit right on the nose. Line drive right back up the middle. So Caleb McEwen seeing the ball very well as he 2 for 3 on the day.
Brings up Cam Whitworth for his third time.
Flied out to right, struck out. So 0 for 2 on the day.
Ginder, bunt shown, pulled, called strike anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, whether that was on the hitter herself, but you normally don't see a sacrifice bunt with 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Bunt shown on the next pitch, and he missed it. It went low on him, couldn't get contact, and now he's behind 0-2. Probably doesn't show bunt here.
No, and I think he's doing that on his own, bunting for a hit, but might not be the best place for that.
He'll swing and miss, but it's a wild pitch that gets past Trey McGowan. He throws down to first. It's not in time. Whitworth will get there, and now the bases are juiced.
So, yeah, on the strikeout, wild pitch. We got the bases loaded, and now we got a little trouble brewing for Ginder and the Blue Jays.
Similar situation happened in the first game this morning where the Cavs were able to get the bases loaded. And the tying run or the go-ahead run was up to bat, and I believe that was one of the McEwen brothers that actually popped one up high, and it was caught into the outfield. That ended game 1. So the Cavs showed themselves that they could play with the Jays, and now here they are in game 2 facing the Jays ace, Caleb Ginder, with the bases loaded. They're tied up 2-2. This is a big moment here, Coach.
Yeah, big moment, and it's Jonas McEwen here for Culver. Obviously, Coach thinks he's one of their better hitters, hitting in the 3 spot, so we got a big matchup right here with go-ahead runs on base.
Low and away, ball 2. So 2-1 here for Ginder to Jonas McEwen, a .523 average on the season. Pops one up, fouled out of play.
So we've seen him miss outside with the curveball, ran that fastball back inside, so we'll see what he goes with here 2-2. Having a hard time here the last couple innings controlling that curveball.
Next pitch, low and away again. So this will make it a full count here to Jonas McEwen.
Runners should be moving, so right now McEwen just wants to put the ball in play somewhere.
The payoff. Inside, he will walk Jonas McEwen, and the go-ahead run crosses. It's Adam Peterson. The Cavs take the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Wow.
Great at bat. McEwen did not swing at a ball outside the strike zone. So good discipline right there by your 3-hole hitter.
This brings up Hunter Albert, who has really turned things on the last couple of weeks. He swings and misses on one of those pitches outside Coach was just talking about.
Yeah, he reached on an error and singled back in the second inning.
0-1 from Ginder. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Ginder's trying to get out of the inning now. This turned out to be a very good inning for the Cavs. Swung on, foul tip. You think about it, they were able to tie it up at their last half inning. Now, not only do they tie it up in this half inning, they're able to take the lead for the first time today.
Yeah, big inning for them.
0-2 from Ginder to Albert. Finds the zone, and Albert goes down looking. Ginder gets out of the inning, but
2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, no errors.
3-2's the score. The Culver Cavaliers lead the North Judson-San Blue Jays.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable, next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. The Cavs take the lead in the bottom of the 4th. It's been a back-and-forth affair the last couple of innings. The Jays are providing some excitement as well here, but the Cavs lead right now, Coach.
Yeah, it's been a great job. Ginder, both pitchers have 10 strikeouts. The walks that inning kind of caught up with Ginder. He hadn't walked anybody up until his 2 in that 4th inning, so should be a awesome next 3 innings for the 2 teams.
Jonas McEwen still on the mound for the Cavaliers as we will start off at the top of the batting order for the Jays. Is this the 3rd or 4th time around for the Jays?
Be the 4th time around.
Wow. So Trey McGowan will step in for his 4th time today.
Sorry, 3rd time around.
Third time. No, you're fine. First pitch is up. Ball 1. The .339 average on the season for Trey. He has 2 home runs on the season. On base percentage of .526 and OPS of 1.097. McEwen, next pitch, swings and misses. Strike 2 for McGowan.
Yeah, McGowan's 0 for 1 on the day. He reached on a hit by pitch, stole 2 bases back in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st.
Next pitch, low and away in the dirt, ball 2. (2-2) from Jonas. Low and away, full count now. McEwen steps on the bump. McGowan in the box. The payoff. Swing and a miss. McGowan goes down, striking out for out number 1.
Good job by McEwen right there to come back and get that leadoff hitter. Not only is McGowan the leadoff hitter of the inning, but also the leadoff hitter in the Blue Jays lineup. So that's always you always want to get that out leading off an inning.
Caleb Ginder in the box for the 3rd time today. He fouls the first pitch off out of play. Strike 1.
Ginder's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked back in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd.
McEwen. Fouled off out of play again. You try to get him to chase here? Or are you going to try to go get him out?
He'll probably he should throw the fastball up out of the zone.
That's exactly what he did, and it finds the zone.
He did, and it probably too good of a pitch, and it probably surprised Ginder. But, yeah, it was probably a gift called strike 3 at the top, very top of the zone. So,
oh, man, he will retire Caleb Ginder for another strikeout, 2nd of this inning.
I thought he would try to really go up in the zone, like above his head, trying to get a gift swing and then come back with the slider.
Still weren't far off, though.
No, not far. Ace and Harper up, walked in the first, struck out in the third.
0-1, low, 1-1. Harper, one of those young athletes for North Judson-San Pierre. You'll be hearing that name for the next several years. That is for certain. 2-1, McEwen to deal. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Beautiful sunny day here in North Judson, but the wind, as you can hear, is loud. And it'll be a grounder to first. Hunter Albert will glove it and tag the bag. 3 up and 3 down. The Cavs keep the Jays at bay. We're going to take a break, come back real quick. Bottom of the 5th, action on the way.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of today's action. Stop by Zingo Express at Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Finally, we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. 3-2's the score as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon, and we start with Kyler Weegar, grounder to short, overthrown by Asen Harper to 1, and getting on base is Weegar.
Yeah, Weegar's been on base all 3 times. Was 0 for 2 with 2 fielder's choices before that and reached on an error there.
Great start for the Cavs yet again here. I don't think they're done. They're not satisfied quite yet. And this brings up Drake Zorich. Wild pitch gets past Trey McGowan, advancing to 2. Another run in scoring position. It's Kyler Weegar.
You can see tried to start him off with that curveball slider outside and just eluded McGowan's reach, but so far Zorich has jumped on that first ball fastball and is 2 for 2 on the day. So there was a reason behind that first ball curveball there.
It looks like Trey McGowan will have a word not only with Caleb Ginder, but also the rest of the infield here.
Yeah, it looks like a little pep talk coming from the senior catcher.
So they've had their word. Drake Zorich will step back in with a 1-0 count. He has Kyler Weegar on second in scoring position as they lead 3-2. They want some insurance runs, Coach. Swing and a miss by Zorich. The wind howling on this beautiful sunny day in North Judson, Indiana. The 1-1 from Ginder. Low and inside. Ooh, it'll
again
through the gap between third and short. Weegar's being told to go home, and he will score an RBI single for Drake Zorich. 4-2, the Cavs lead. Cavs Nation like that one. So that's exactly what the Cavs wanted to do. They didn't want to keep it a 1-run lead. They wanted to attack.
Yeah, you always want to try to build every inning, try to add on, because you never know. Just like we saw in Game 1 when it's hard to come back there towards the end when you're down multiple runs. So you just want to get them when you can.
Yeah, 62 degrees here in North Judson right now. Feels like 50 with that wind.
Does.
As here's the next pitch, low and outside. Sunny tomorrow, high of 67, low of 49. Rain comes Tuesday, it looks like. Foul tip hits the fence. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week we may experience some rain. Next pitch, popped up high, back to right field, out of play. Keeps it 1-2 here. For number 12 of the Cavs, this is Owen Tanner, his third appearance today. He subbed in for Nick Scouten.
Yeah, and he's had a tough start on the day with 2 strikeouts. There, he got one.
Grounded to short. Harper slips, can't get it in time. And Owen Tanner will get on base.
Yeah, base hit well-placed between the third baseman and even if Harper stays on his feet and fields that ball, I think, he's too deep. Tanner beats that out at first.
So Owen Tanner will get his first hit of the season. And now here's another hit. Grounder to second. They throw to the cutoff. They throw to the shortstop, Asen Harper at 2. He tags the bag. He tries to turn it to a double play, but no. So it'll be runners in the corners for the Cavs, as Owen Tanner will be tagged out at 2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, 4-2, the Cavs lead.
Peterson up, walked and scored.
Ginder throws to first at Brock Benson to check on
They had him picked off right there, and Benson doesn't catch the throw, and Bushman's able to sneak around the tag.
They check on him again. Boy, he has hit the ground multiple times in this game today.
He keeps trying to pick over there.
There he goes to take 2. McGowan throws down. It's there. Tag. Out. That will be out number 2, but scoring is Drake Zorich.
Yeah, Zorich with technically that's a steal of home. So Zorich steals home with the.
Now, do you hold that if you're McGowan, or do you just you take it?
There's different plays that look there like they were just trying to get that second out, and they were going to give them that run. So I think that just shows that Judson still thinks they're going to score some runs in this game.
Just saying, hey, we'll go ahead and get this second out.
Yeah, outs are as important right now in a game we get in the 5th, 6th, 7th inning as a run is.
It's a 3-run lead right now for the Cavs with Adam Peterson up to bat. I feel like we just saw him.
Yeah, he's third at bat already out of the 9-hole, and we're just in the 5th inning.
Swing and a miss on the 2-1, makes it 2-2. Peterson, the left-handed hitter. We remember him in the basketball season, the lone senior on that basketball team for the Cavs. 2-2, swing and a miss by Peterson. He will go down swinging, as that is out number 3.
So we got 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Blue Jay error.
A lot of work to do for the Jays, down by 3. It's 5-2. We're going to take a break. Top of the 6th action on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Hey, let Keener Construction build you a home today. Finally, Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County, so call them at 574-896-2567. Top of the 6th, 5-2. The Cavs shocking the Jays here in this Game 2 of their doubleheader this morning. The Jays were able to beat the Cavs 11-8. could have finished things off early in 5, but the Cavs were able to fight back, and they've carried that over here into Game 2, and now they lead, Coach.
Yeah, up 5-2 behind a very strong performance by Jonas McEwen so far through 5 innings. So the one storyline that is going to jump up and get us here is, again, the pitch count. He's over 100 with 2 innings to go. So can he get 6 outs in the 19 pitches that he needs?
Yeah, because they only allow 120, right?
Yeah, you can go – well, it's going to be a little more depending on where you start that batter. But, if Culver has to go in and – change pitchers here for any reason, I don't think they want to go to the bullpen second game of a doubleheader.
No.
So
they want this over now.
Yeah, we need some. They need some quick outs here on as few pitches as possible.
McEwen the 1-2 to Brock Benson. He swings and misses and strikes out. He has not had a day we're used to seeing from him.
Tough day there at the bat, and those happen. And you just got to bounce back and. Next game will be different.
Well, I think it just speaks to what Jonas McEwen is bringing today.
He's pretty nasty out there today. That was his 13th strikeout.
And there he finds another one. This is Owen Tim, the third baseman, for his third time today.
Yeah, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout.
Next pitch, low in the dirt. 1-1. And is that a conversation in the dugout that they probably had with him? Like, hey, you're up to this amount right now.
I don't know if you talk to the kid about that. You don't want him thinking about other things than doing what he's doing.
Sure.
But I'm sure the coaches are aware in the dugout. And Coach Lowry's trying to think of what he's going to do if he gets to that situation. But so far, so good.
Yeah, he strikes out. Owen Tim, he goes down looking. Jonas has had the control. He really hasn't had any wild pitches to speak of.
No, only 2 walks, and he did hit a batter early on, but he's been on top of his game so far.
This brings up Christian Ingram, who got on base, if I'm not mistaken, his last at bat.
Sorry, yes, reached. Got a double and scored back in. I was a runner-off on my scorecard. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So 1-1 here as Jonas McEwen right to work to Aiden Christensen. Or Christian Ingram, excuse me. See, even I'm making mistakes, Coach.
That's all right.
There's just so much going on.
There is.
1-2, McEwen. Swing, chopper back to Jonas. He will throw to first, and they will get the third out. So he does his job in the top of the 6th. It'll be all up to the top of the 7th for the Jays to figure things out as they trail the Culver Cavs 5-2. We'll take a break and come back. Bottom of the 6th action on the way.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. 5-2, the Cavs lead. We will start at the top of the batting order. Caleb McEwen for his 4th time today, Coach.
Yeah, he's so far 2 for 3, scored a run with a double. So great game offensively from McEwen.
Ginder still on the mound for the Jays. Deals the first pitch as a ball. Second one low in the dirt. Ball 2.
I think it's very important right here for the Cavaliers to add on to their lead as we're getting potential pitching change on their behalf, on their part here in the top of the 7th. I think they want to make this a little more comfortable in case they have to go to the bullpen.
2-1 from Ginder, misses low. 3-1 now. Next pitch. Swing and a miss inside. Strike 2. It's a full count now.
Swung at ball 4 right there, but we'll see what he does come back on full count.
Ooh. He tried to get it on the inner portion of the plate, and it got away from him, walking McEwen. So now, no, go ahead.
Oh, just another good at bat right there by McEwen. You know, just what you need from your leadoff man. You want to get base runners.
This brings up Cam Whitworth. He swings and misses the first opportunity here from Ginder.
Yeah. Whitworth 0 for 3, reached base on a wild pitch, 2 strikeouts, and flied out to right.
(0-1), Ginder to Whitworth. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Can't quite get a read on Ginder today.
No, he's at again, hitters do have tough days when pitchers are on their game, and Ginder's thrown a good game out there on the mound today.
Finds the zone, going down looking, striking out is Cam Whitworth for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. And this brings up Jonas McEwen. If you're the Jays, you don't want to allow any more runs. 3 is enough to have to come back from in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm kind of surprised they've left. Caleb hasn't attempted to run down there at first base. We'll see if they put something on now with his brother at the plate.
Ginder, the 1-0 inside. Ball 2. Ginder finds the zone. 2-1 now. Chopper to Asen Harper at short. It gets through his hand, and it'll get Jonas McEwen to first and Caleb McEwen to second. He's had some trouble today with those bounces.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I mean, what's he supposed to do?
He on that play, you know, he made it a short hop, and a short hop's tough. He's got to attack the ball, come get it as hard as he can, and get the ball before it takes that short hop on him. It's what I call it, taking a hop away.
Sure.
Anytime the ball hits the ground, bad things can happen.
So get it early.
Yep, get it as early as you can. So you've got to be aggressive. You've got to have good feet to come get it.
Hunter Albert in the box. There goes Caleb McEwen to take 3. Trey McGowan was going to throw down, and it slipped out of his hand. So now another run is 90 feet away in scoring position. 2 on, runners in the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Hunter Albert has an opportunity here.
Yeah, Ginder needs a strikeout right here.
He delivers. Chopper foul down the right field line. Albert, 13 RBIs on the season.
Base hit back in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th.
And like we talked about, he is the number 2 batting average on this Cab team. There goes Jonas McEwen to take 2. They throw down to 3. Oh, my gosh. So Jonas takes 2. This time Trey throws down to 3.
Trying to catch the runner at third. I think Culver knew what was going on. So right here's a big at bat.
Swing and a miss.
Got his strikeout.
And Hunter Albert will take first, thrown down. Brock Benson gets it. He throws back home, but not in time. Caleb McEwen will bring a run across. So it's a sac RBI?
As it turns out, it's a strikeout, and then he scores on the runner scores on the play. No error.
So because the pitch got past Trey McGowan, Hunter Albert tries to take one. He throws down to get the easy out. And in the meantime, Caleb McEwen says, I'll come home and bring another run across.
Yeah, that's a tough play either way.
6-2 now's the score. The Cavs are really putting the heat on the Jays for the top of the 7th. It'll be all up to that for them to try to keep this game going. This is Uyghur. He's going to get a piece of it. That pencil bat grounder to short. Harper throws. He's out, and that is out number 3. But
1 run on no hits, 1 Blue Jay error.
The Jays need 4 runs to tie it, 5 to take the lead. We'll see what happens up next.
I wanted to do something in medicine, but podiatry really was exactly what I wanted. It had a lot of the patient interaction, but I also was able to do a lot of procedures and surgery, which is also what I wanted. So it was kind of the best of both worlds that you don't find in a lot of other medical careers.
Please call 574-223-9393 for all your podiatry needs to schedule your appointment. Woodlawn Health, earning the right to care for you and your feet.
Back in North Judson, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon. We go to the 7th inning. 6-2, the Culver Cavs lead. HNAC foe of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Finally, Randall's Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Well, here it is, MOT, moment of truth, Coach. It's all now or never.
Yeah, so far it's been Jonas McEwen's show right out here on the mound as he's had 14 strikeouts, allowed 2 runs. So we'll see. According to my count, he has 7 pitches. So we'll see if Culver has to go to the bullpen or if he can get through this with a complete game victory.
So first up for the Jays is number 7. This is Aiden Christensen, the number 7 hitter. First pitch is a ball.
Yeah, Christensen 0 for 2 on the day with a couple strikeouts.
Next pitch misses up top. Ball 2.
Yeah, and right now, if you're the Blue Jays, you want to take pitches. You want him to throw. You want him out of the game.
You're almost telling.
You want him out of the game, so you want to see.
Because you're keeping count as well.
Absolutely. Both dugouts have a count. It might not match mine. It probably doesn't. The only count that matters right now is in Culver's dugout.
So he will end up walking Aiden Christensen. This brings up Brennan Trent, who had a nice hit his last at bat.
And he's going to take as well. I would be shocked if we see him swing here early.
Yep. McEwen throws it down the pike for strike 1. Trent just stares at it. Strike 1 here. Checks on Christensen. Then he deals. Next pitch misses. Ball 1.
It's 119 in my count.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. So he'll get to finish this at bat, at least we think.
Yes. No matter what,
Unofficially.
according to my book, this is his last hitter.
Foul tip over the fence, out of play. If he can get at least 1 out, that would help the relief to only have to get 2.
Absolutely.
So at least do what you can here. The 1-2 from McEwen to Brennan Trent. Swing and a miss. Trent goes down swinging. That is a strikeout and out number 1. And here comes Coach Lowry. Just like you had said, he is going to bring in center fielder. That is Caleb McEwen he'll bring in.
I wondered if he would. I noticed he didn't pitch in game 1, and so going to have his brother try to finish this off for him.
So Jonas, a heck of a job.
Well, I got unofficial numbers on Jonas McEwen here. 15 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. So great in 6 1/3 innings. So great day for him.
Puts him at 84 strikeouts on the season. Like we had mentioned, he leads the state in 1A for strikeouts. He will now turn things over to his...
Well, he's going to expand his lead on that because whoever was number 2 in that category didn't have 15 today. So,
and he will hand things off to his twin brother, Caleb McEwen. Bushman still behind home plate as the catcher. They'll send Jonas back to center field, keeping the infield as it was. This will be the top of the batting order here, Coach. We'll see Trey McGowan, who's probably hungry for something. It's not been the best day for him.
No, and Trey's going to be aggressive. That's just who he is. He's going to swing the bat, and right now they need him on base. They need to get a couple more base runners. So any way possible, and this is kind of what I've said before, if the ball's inside, you wear it right now. You need to be on base to come back and win this game.
Now, obviously, this would never happen, but what if they didn't say anything? What if the Cavs didn't say anything and they left Jonas out there?
Then you would have had Judson knew. They had to have. North Judson, they would have known. Their coach would have come out and tried to make the umpire make that decision. Well, it's not an umpire's call.
It's not.
That's an etiquette call on the coaches. So after the fact, you would present your data to the ISSA, and they would make the call. But it's a pretty open and shut case. If you tried to manipulate that, you get suspended. Your team could get suspended. It's
just not even worth it.
It's not worth it for one game in the middle of May.
Now, are there some times where there's some misunderstandings, or
there's definitely discrepancies between books.
Sure.
But yeah, it only counts as what the home team book is.
So the first person he will see is actually the number 9 hitter, my apologies, Doug Reed. Then we will go back to the top of the batting order, and Doug Reed had a heck of a home run earlier on in the game.
Home run and strikeout, 1 for 2 on the day.
Foul tip evens up at 1-1.
And right now, if you're the Cavaliers, you don't worry about that kid that's standing at first base. Right now, they're holding him on. I hope the pitcher doesn't look over there, throw over there. That runner means nothing in this game. You want to get outs, right. Get the batters. Yep. Don't allow this 27 to get on base.
Yeah.
In fact, you can just play behind that kid down at first. Yep. Let him steal.
Next pitch, low and in the dirt. So now, 2-2 the count. McEwen kicks and deals. Popped up high in the infield. McEwen will glove it, throws back to first, and they get the out. It's a double play, and the Cavs will win the game, 6-2. Over the North Judson-San Blue Jays. They'll split the doubleheader. What a win for the Culver Cavaliers. Oh, man, what a heads-up play for the double play, Coach.
It was, absolutely. It was just a little looper between the first baseman and the pitcher ran over and caught it. And I don't know what the runner at first, what thought processes he had, but he was too far off, and they were able to double him up. So that's a great win for Culver right here. I don't know how many times in the last 2, 3, 4 years in the history of the HNAC that they've split a doubleheader with the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
So that's a great win for Coach Lowry and his program.
Yeah.
And the kids and the fans, as I don't know if you can hear at home, but they're pretty excited right now.
Well, congratulations to the Cavs, man. They were almost able to come back there in Game 1. They unfortunately fall 11-8, but, man, it was a pitching duel today, and we'll talk about that with Coach Hannon here in the Coca-Cola pregame show. It ends in the top of the 7th. Big win here in Game 2, 6-2. The Cavs beat the Jays. We'll take a break and come back. Our Collins Insurance postgame show is up next.
When you are considering buying or selling a property, you can't be too careful. The forms, the regulations, the inspections. You need someone who is experienced to help you with the process. The professionals at Welcome Mat Real Estate are experienced in residential and agricultural, both important for our area. And they can help you with your 1031 exchange as well. Call Welcome Mat Real Estate at 574-896-5138. And a friendly hand will hold you as you work through your real estate transaction.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
6-2 is the final as the Cavs beat the North Judson-San Blue Jays in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Game 1 of the doubleheader saw the Jays beat the Cavs 11-8, but the Cavs were able to turn things around and make things happen. Man, what a win for the Cavaliers here in Game 2. We hope to catch a word with Coach Lowry here in the post-game show off that win. You know he's got to be excited to want to come up here and talk to us about the win. But, man, Coach, overall, just a great game. This was probably my most fun. This is the most fun that I've had this season calling a baseball game.
Yeah, and I think this one, as it played out early, we thought it was going to turn into a pitching duel, and it really did. And just as it turns out, both kids on the mound, Ginder threw great. He had 13 strikeouts, allowed 8 hits. Jonas McCune had 15 strikeouts. And just a few more mistakes made by the Jays defensively that allowed those runs to score when they added on there in the 5th, 6th innings.
It'll be hard to find a specific play of the game. There's so many good plays, really.
Absolutely it is. And I look back and obviously our player of the game I think is not a surprise on anybody, but that play of the game, you know, that'll be a tough decision.
That'll be a tough one. Well, here he comes. Skipper for the Culver Cavs, it is Shane Lowry. He had to go. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this, Coach. We kind of mentioned there at the end of Game 1, the way you guys had finished that game, and we had talked about it. It just kind of gave you guys a sense of, hey, we can play with these guys. And you kind of come into the game, you know you're going to face their ace in Caleb Ginder, but they're going to face your ace too in Jonas McCune. How do you feel after this, Coach? It's got to feel good.
I just feel so good for Jonas. I mean, that's how he's pitched all season. Every game we've asked him to pitch, he's put us in position to last inning anything could happen. And talking to my coaches there towards the end of his pitch count, and your boy Paulie D kept telling me numbers. I said, Paulie, stop telling me the pitch count until you have to tell me the pitch count. So I put the brakes on him, and Caleb's been pitching well too, so I don't want to take anything away from him. He had a tough go at it earlier in the season, but I think he's learned from that and he's grown. And those two as freshmen, they were 1 and 2. Remember, my son came to the sectional game when they were freshmen against Triton. It was a 14-inning affair, and my son was like, oh, my God, that pitcher pitched all the way. And I said, Peyton, they're twins. Caleb came in for Jonas. He goes, they're twins? I said, yeah, you can't pitch that long. But this is what I expect with these two guys. If we can, stars line up and we do what we need to do, Cam, I'm gonna give Cam credit for that first game too. He's been a kid that's kept us in games, and he gave up a few runs. He hit like 4 batters that first game, but he battles and he can get through 7 innings. I mean, he's the type of kid that we call him the rubber band man. He throws a lot of junk up there, and he keeps us in games, and he afforded us the fact of not having to bring somebody in and use those innings. He kept our Caleb right where he
needed to be for this game. And we've played Pioneer tough, we played Caston tough, we played Triton tough. We've played the better teams in our conference tough, just couldn't get over the hump. And I told you before this, when Jonas is pitching, I feel like we're in any game. If we can get some semblance of defense and we hit the ball. Drake, our third baseman, he struggled all year long, and he put together some good at-bats. Started with when the third baseman went up there, and I think it was the other game. Third baseman got on the mound and threw one to the catcher, and then the umpire said, well, no, he's got to pitch to one batter. Well, Drake was the person who was up, and he just laced one, and that got him started for this second game. So, he was seeing the ball a lot better. Hunter Albert seeing the ball well. He's our second-best player we got as far as hitting goes, and he just barrels it up. He struggled there, but still pushed a run across on his strikeout and scamper down to first. He was in the middle of a few plays that make a difference, and you guys both know it. You've seen enough baseball. If you put the ball in play, things can happen. And when we put the ball in play and Jonas is pitching and Caleb's pitching well, I feel like we can play with a lot of teams. And that gives our boys, we've had confidence. It's kind of weird to say this is our first conference win of the season and we were kind of confident about it. But we've played. Every time Jonas is on the mound, we've played everybody tough. And it sets up for us. I know we have senior night yet Wednesday against OD.
Oregon Davis.
Cross your fingers, hopefully, that we can play that one. And then we got them first round. It sets up for us. First round, and then Argus or ECA, and we beat them both. And then who knows who's going to come out of that battle on the other side.
Yeah. Anything.
Triton, they can hit. 1 through 9, they're hitters. They get any pitching, and the Bingamon kid is healthy enough, you just never know. And then, South Central's South Central. And everybody up here in this booth has seen what South Central can do. And it's going to be tough in the latter rounds, but this really helps us for momentum going into what we need to do. And that's what I've always told them. The first interview I gave with you was about how we want to compete in conference, love to finish 500, but get to that sectional championship game. That's usually where our minds go with our schedule. Our schedule is just brutal. And we've talked about that too with the first week was 5 games in 6 days. And then we hit the middle of the season, same thing. And, here you get into where you have a little bit of time off. And this is when you want it. This is when you want to be able to set up your rotation and your pitchers. And it sets up really nice for us. And I just can't give enough credit for our guys to come through that second game. We just kind of, finished strong and then put it together here. And I just think they had confidence too, especially when they started to hit Ginter around a little bit. They he's unorthodox a little bit. The ball comes from that lower slot, and just telling him how many times, look at that shoulder and find the ball. And he got a little erratic there and helped us out, gave us a cushion. But yeah, it would have been nice in that first game we had the top of our order coming up, and it was 8-11 with one out. But
so close.
But just how it felt in the dugout for them, for the boys.
It's good.
Us as coaching staff, we know, but for them, it's a great feeling to have going into sectional. I know I've talked too much. I'll let you guys ask me that question.
You answered all the other questions we were going to ask.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
And my coaching staff.
You've done this so many times, you know.
Yeah, true. It's also nice to have Caleb and Jonas's dad be the pitching coach, and he knows them. He's worked with them for their whole lives, and he can keep them calm. And
you hope he knows
I'm
them.
Sitting there saying things, and I'm like a ball of energy, and it goes through Matt to them, and it just works. And Coach Collin does a great job for us as a first base coach and helping out in the dugout with defensive placement. So I gotta give credit to everybody there. Not only the boys, but my assistant coaches. And you want to say something about Paulie D, I'll let you talk about him. Our analytics department.
He does it all, doesn't he?
Yeah. But no, feels good. It's nice to kind of get that monkey off the back for a conference win when I think this, I hate thinking this far, but bodes well for the senior class coming back next year. And we've got a good freshman class of athletes coming up. I hate to miss my seniors, especially Cam and Kyler. Kyler's come on and he's hitting well, and Adam's a junior of age, but he's going to go ahead and graduate early and head to the Air Force Academy, so I wish him well. But, how we played here is how we want to play next year in conference.
Yeah.
And this gives them a little year-end it's not our last conference game, but we've got. I shouldn't say it's our first conference win because we beat Argus and
right.
But I'm just saying the big win. I hate to take anything away from them, but one of the top tier teams, and we.
It's a big one today.
Yes,
it's a big way.
And I appreciate you guys giving us time to promote baseball and especially Culver athletics.
No, absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win today. We got a little bit of a rivalry going on today. You know, your Sox are taking on my Cubs.
Don't tell me.
You're up right now.
Don't tell me, dang it. Because
some of us tape games, and we like to know when we get home.
It's not even taping. It's like yesterday. I was minding my own business, and then somebody texts me and says it's 2-0, and I got so mad. It's like I don't want to know. I can't do it. Not this year anyway. As long as PCA's putting a uniform on for them, you never know. What is the score? I guess
1-0, bottom of the first. Sox lead.
Too early. Yeah.
But he just got out of the inning. He just struck out. See?
Oh, gosh.
He got out of the inning.
Oh, gosh.
Coach, thanks so much
I appreciate
for your time.
it. Yes, thank you, guys.
Big win for you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
That
Mets
is
hat, huh?
Yeah.
He's a Mets guy.
I'm a
you didn't know that?
different series.
No, I didn't know that. My son was
fan.
really into him last year with the whole grimace.
Yeah, they were fun.
Yeah, too bad you got Soto.
Now there's a little more pressure with Soto. It's a different team this year. For sure.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Too,
Good luck, Coach.
Absolutely. That is head coach of the Culver Cavaliers Baseball Club, Shane Lowry. I always love to chat with Coach Lowry. He's just full of knowledge. And, of course, he had to stint. You know, when I first met him, he was the girls basketball head coach at Culver. Then he got back to baseball, which is what he loves. And
between him and Coach Mike Elliott, they've been involved in Culver baseball for as long as I've been around, and two good men, and so happy for them today.
Yeah.
This you can tell.
This
just from
something.
the kids running off the field at the end of the game that, this was a big win. And, he's talking about first win in the conference. Well, Argus OD are new additions to this thing. The Judsons, the Castons, the Pioneers, those are the teams that, historically, if you wanted to win this conference, you had to beat those teams. And
it's a good litmus
it's a good
test.
stepping stone. And just like we said in the pregame, these McEwen kids, when they were freshmen, you could see they were starting to turn things around. And I'm happy for him that he's got an 8th grade group coming next year that's athletic. And, things are good. They played good baseball today. They didn't I don't think they made an error in the field. They walked 3 kids, so that's good fundamental baseball.
We'll take a break and come back. Our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is up next. We'll also have our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game here in the Collins Insurance Postgame Show. Don't go anywhere.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Time for our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. I turn things over to our sports analyst, Kevin Hannon. Your thoughts?
Well, I think we go back to the 3rd inning, and Judson led off the 3rd inning with a home run, gives them a 1-0 lead, and you think, ooh, is this going to snowball? Is Judson going to be able to pull away? But play of the game would be then Caleb McEwen led off the bottom of the 3rd for Culver with a double. Advanced the 3rd on a wild pitch and ended up scoring later that inning. So that, to me, just to answer them right back, heading into the 4th inning, it's a tie ball game again, and then the 4th, 5th, 6th innings is when Culver took advantage and pulled away a little bit.
Yeah, without that tying run, I mean, really, what Drake Zorch did would have been all for nothing, really. It had to have happened that way. So congratulations to Caleb McEwen, you said.
Yes, Caleb McEwen there.
What a play it was. We're going to take a break and come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game is up next here in the Collins Insurance Postgame Show.
Hey,
hello there. Is this that Last Choice Insurance?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
You mean Second Choice Insurance?
We offer homeowners, auto, farm, commercial, life. Let us know how we can be of guidance.
Okay, I got it now. First Best Insurance.
So contact us, First Choice Insurance, at 574-896-3482 at North Judson, or jingle us at 574-772-5370, and one of our wonderful local agents will take care of you.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
So what are you thinking, Coach?
Well, I think I'm going to get this one right, whether or not I've been right. This one is a no-brainer. Jonas McEwen was just the man on the mound today. 6.6 in the third innings, 15 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 hit by pitch. And the stat that I just found here in the last 2 minutes, the 1 through 5 hitters in North Judson's lineup today. Okay, so you figure most coaches are going to have their best 5 hitters lined up in a row at the top 5. They were 0 for 12 with 8 strikeouts and no hits. So
that's really...
He got through those guys, kept them quiet. He got hurt by the bottom of the lineup, gave up a run to the 6-hole hitter, gave up a home run there to the 9-hole hitter, but... ended up managing his pitches just well enough. He started with 30 in the first inning. At that point...
Surprised he made it as long as he did.
Yeah, but managed his pitches well, got into the 7th inning, and was able to bring it home.
Well, congratulations to Jonas McEwen. He leads the state in 1A for strikeouts. He added 15 more. Strikeouts to 69. Do the math. That's 84 he's got on the season. Man, Jonas McEwen, he's one of those guys. Congratulations to him for being named our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action Monday night to see the battle for Pulaski County as the West Central Trojans Baseball Club hosts the Winamac Warriors. We will be going live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. Final word from you today, Coach.
I just thinking I appreciate you for thinking about me this baseball season, and I'm glad that we got a competitive pitchers duel here in one of our games this year. The other one's kind of
it's been tough.
Games that have been tough to call. You get into those late innings, but this one was great, and wish both teams and everybody out there listening a good finish to the season. And we're at exciting times now with sectional just around the corner.
Yeah, speaking of which, we'll be putting our sectional schedule together here in this week, beginning of this week, coming up shortly. So stay tuned from that. Won't be the last time we have you, of course. You'll join us for hopefully for some postseason baseball. Very excited about that. But our final in this one, Game 1, we didn't broadcast, saw the Jays beat the Cavs 11-8. Game 2 is which we broadcast. The Cavs split this doubleheader, beating the Jays 6-2. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. For our sports analyst Kevin Hannon, in-game announcer John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT's Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.